All right, guys, today we are going to be reacting to Nala versus Andrew Wilson and convert it to Christianity. This is going to be amazing. Let's jump in.
It is, you get to...
Someone donated
Sorry.
$200.
It came in.
B.S. Do not talk about fruits of the Spirit if you did not give back all of that money.
Oh, can I please talk on this?
Wait, do you still have, question really quick,
Talk about fake, huh? Being fake.
do you
She's
still have
passionate.
someone, thank you for the TTS, do you still have your Lamborghini Urus?
No, I don't. I sold everything. I sold my house. I sold my cars. I sold all the designer things I had.
If you wanted to throw the Lambo my way, I'll take a Lambo.
Yeah.
I will also take a Lambo. For free?
So
Wait,
I would
okay, go ahead,
love
talk
to
about
hit
it.
on this topic. So many people are like, you're not Christian unless you give back all the money. Let me break down the money for you. So number one, I was living in California while I was making this money. California tax is ridiculously insane. Only takes what, 20%? OnlyFans takes 25% of what you make. It didn't matter how much of what I made my gross income that got.
Let's go, Brian. Let's go. This is all bullshit, by the way.
So my gross income got taxed 25%. So 25% of that got taken out. Then the tax I pay in California. Then the creator people that I was with took 50%. The agency took 50% of what I made. So you're left with all of that. Whatever's left out of all of that taxed. It's not like I just got $9 million. All of that got taxed 3 ways, and then whatever was left got sent to me. So, and no, you are not required, and nowhere in the Bible does it say. So there was this one man that Jesus told to sell all his belongings to and follow him. There was one man. That is not a stipulation for all Christians to sell everything that you have and then go follow Christ. If Christ told me to sell everything, which I've already sold everything, and follow him, I will. However, giving up all your money is not a requirement to be able to follow Christ. So if you're not a Christian or you
Yo,
are,
she had time to cope, huh? She had time to cope, man. And all this is gaslighting, guys. All this is gaslighting me nothing. Just give all that money away and say, you know what? While you're giving that money away, find a job. Find a job and start from zero. It's the same thing with a guy just, he's a gangster, he's selling drugs, he's making a lot of these millions of dollars by selling drugs. Hey, it's not good money either. It's bad money. It's bad money. If you don't get rid of that money, you have to pay the devil because you're basically selling yourself to the devil.
Are a Christian and you're saying this, you need to get that out of your head. Because if God specifically told me, like reached down and told me, you know what, you need to be homeless in order to follow me, I'd be like, you know what, I know you'll provide for me no matter what, I'll be homeless. But I do not feel called to do that.
Okay.
Regardless of that, I have sold everything I own. I literally drive a Jeep now, and I live in South Carolina. So what do you got to say,
okay.
Andrew? I'm really, I'm so
Well,
intrigued.
I'm just gonna follow up on the super chatter.
Yeah,
By
you saw Christian. Look at the leggings that she's wearing. Guys, I'm not crazy. See, this says a lot more about who she is and who she's trying to become. When you're trying to become somebody, right? You're trying to personify that person you want to become, right? So you're just always trying to, how can I say this? Practice those behaviors of the person that you want to really become. She's not giving me that vibe. She's still giving me that vibe that she might be, have 1 foot outside and 1 foot inside the house. You see what I'm saying? And she has been in defense for the entire podcast, trying to avoid Andrew. That's why she just said to Andrew, "Okay, Andrew, I know you need I know you wanted to say something or something along those lines."
the way, I mean, I don't even know why you're so hostile with me. We haven't even really disagreed about anything most of the night.
Most of the night. No, absolutely. But my thing with you is that, like, how...
There we go.
Not even degrading, but when I came on last, you were so hostile towards me and what I did. And there was no love in your heart from me.
That was good.
So as a Christian, you think it's okay.
You were a lying, deceiving prostitute.
Wow,
And like,
damn.
Andrew, you're just nice. Like, what are you talking about? Good.
I have a
It's
question.
good that I
Didn't
pointed
Jesus
out.
like wipe the feet of prostitutes or something?
By your own
And
admission.
Jesus got...
There you go. There you go. Now we have someone now the sister who's coming in. It's gonna start, jumping in. Some of you guys are saying that why I'm commenting on this video, man. You don't have to watch my videos. I put the original link in my description down below. You can just watch it. I don't give a damn. Right? You don't want to watch my videos, don't watch them. Simple as that. Right? I've seen some people were saying like, why you playing these clips and commenting? Man, it's called reaction. If you don't like it, don't watch it.
Washed his feet.
Deceiving, deceitful, satanic prostitute by your own admission.
Satanic.
Satanic?
Wow, that's
Can
a
I
new
ask a
one.
question?
That's a new
Here,
one.
hang on, Nala. You told me.
Yes, Andrew.
You told me that you had faith in Jesus Christ then. That your parents were pastors. That you had faith then.
You're getting it wrong already. So to unmisquote
and
you,
we're gonna do it.
you can play the quote. You can play the clip if you want.
Let me finish, and you can respond. Okay? You said even then that you knew the truth, but you turned away anyway. Okay, so that you could basically make money. Now you say now, okay, well listen, that was all a character. I'm willing to believe that. I didn't ever say that you weren't playing a character. I'm willing to totally and completely believe you. Okay, but there's no way for me to determine that. I can only determine things based on what you say. So you say to me, well, I'm a degenerate prostitute who lies about everything, right? And it's like,
everything.
Okay, what did you want me to say to that? What would you have wanted me to say?
So number
to
one,
that?
you completely misquoted me. I never once said back then that I lied. Number two, I never said that I knew what to do and knew how to follow Christ. I said that I was hurt by the church. I said that my dad was a pastor before I started.
I like this angle better. This angle better, and it's better to make the thumbnails too. So, but you know, somehow the angle when they have Andrew in the bottom. I don't know if it's me. It might be me because I'm watching the Joe from the screen. But it doesn't give him the respect that he deserves. Does that make sense?
OnlyFans. So there's the clarification on that. I was
See
hurt
what she said. I'm sorry.
by the church. I said that my dad was a pastor before I started OnlyFans. So there's the clarification on that. I was hurt by the church. I had been through three.
Your dad knew.
Can you play the clip? Because this
is
is crap.
I recently watched the clip. Didn't you say that your dad stopped being a pastor when you're 18 years old?
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. Look at that. She's trying to defend her. You see? She's trying to defend her. This is how you see how she's looking at her. She's not even looking at Andrew.
I wasn't on OnlyFans.
You said that I was a bad father because I would disown, unlike your father, right? Because I would disown my child based on some.
I'm not saying you as a father should condone what your kid was doing on OnlyFans. But you keep interrupting what I have to say, so it's like.
I won't interrupt you. Okay, so just listen to what I'm saying. You literally made this comparison. You said you're a bad father if you do A, C, and D. I said, does your father know you do OnlyFans? You said yes, and he's fine with it because you take care of him, right? That's what you told me.
Oh, absolutely.
That your father was fine with you doing OnlyFans.
So
was that a lie?
No, listen, I don't think as a father you should disown your kid because of what they turn out to be. That's not their real plan.
Wow.
Do you think I wanted to be on OnlyFans the rest of my life?
Jesus send people to
Absolutely.
hell?
Once again, interrupting me, like I just said. So if you
Okay,
want
go
me to
ahead,
finish my
go ahead.
statement and respect me as an adult,
Go ahead.
Wow. Oh, bro, this is it's hot. This is very oof. This is interesting, man, because now I think this is Brian. I think Brian made this mistake. Brian was giggly, smiling at the beginning way too much, and now Nala knows that she got him. And now, for her, Andrew's like the final boss, right? So she already set up herself by winning the Brazilian lady, the girl now in the corner, she's with her. This one too, like she already know what she's doing, and she's trying to avoid Andrew for quite some time now. So now we got to a point that we're ready for it, and I'm glad that Brian just backing up a little bit. But Brian needs to somehow just establish like spec, you know what I'm saying, like a man, like an authority right from the beginning. And this is what happened when it doesn't happen. She still thinks that she owned the entire podcast. You know what I'm saying? Then she doesn't respect Andrew. It's weird.
that would be great. So anyway, my dad accepted me as his daughter. Yes, I was supporting him financially. Was that right that he told me and actually encouraging me to stay on OnlyFans? Absolutely not. I was saying it was wrong for you to disown your child just because of their life choices. You said that you would literally stop talking to them. And how right is that as a father to guide your child when the Bible literally says, train up a child in the way that they should go? But you said if your daughter did OnlyFans, you would completely disown her. So how is what you would do biblical?
I'm going to explain. It's called consequences. And there's always consequences. If you look at, for instance, the prodigal son had to come back home and humble themselves after they came back home, after they squandered their entire fortune. That's what they had to do. Okay, so the thing is like, for you to say that if somebody is doing something that is horrific or satanic or something like this, that I have to allow them what? In my home? Do I need to allow them around my family? What do I need to do to capitulate to them, Nala, which would make me a good father?
In no way, shape, or form.
Let them experience the consequences of their own actions, because that's what a good father does.
A good father completely disowns their child, as in like stop speaking to them. I never once said that you had to let your daughter into your home, that demonic spirit into your home. But what about praying for them, sending them Bible verses, regardless of what they believe in? That is honestly what saved me. So you disowning your kid could actually have detrimental.
Bible verses saved you? No.
I said that my husband
really
sent me Bible verses.
To be with saved you, right?
Can I interject?
There we go.
So when it happened, Mary Magdalene.
She's trying to interrupt. Man, this is why females are very good when it comes down to social dynamics. Females are very good. Females are extremely good when it comes down to this because they have more interactions, right? Since they're teenagers or even younger than that, they have people approaching them, right? Especially when they're 12 or 13, 14, the cool guys start approaching them. You know, they get that attention. So early on, they start having that social dynamic early on. So they understand social cues very well, folks. Very well.
Right? And she was a prostitute, and they were about to stone her. What to say?
Mary Magdalene was not a prostitute.
Okay.
Is that fake news?
Totally fake news.
Fake news.
Okay.
Magdalene is not a prostitute.
So when they were going to stone the prostitute.
I have no idea where people come up with this.
Okay.
Mary Magdalene was not a prostitute.
Question.
Okay. Next question.
When it came to the prostitute and they stoned her, what did Jesus say?
He said, "Let he who is without sin cast the first stone."
Okay.
Okay. What?
So who are, she's basically saying who are you to cast the stone?
Yeah, but then go see no more. Like they always avoid the last part. I don't know why.
On someone like
who are you to judge her? Because we all have original sin.
Wait, stop.
Righteous judgment is an actual biblical thing.
First of all, I'm not judging her, right? We're going over a previous conversation where I now have been told that everything she told me in that conversation essentially cannot be trusted because she was a pathological liar at the time because she was playing a character. Now I'm not. That's what she just said to me. So we're.
Dude, I was literally dressed in a Spider-Man outfit, and you like believed me.
I haven't even gotten.
That says a lot about you.
Yet. We haven't even gotten to any judgment yet. Right now.
Sign language, shames, insult, and guilt, and need to be right. We're on display, folks.
Now we're just talking about the facts of the matter. There hasn't even been any judgment. And 3, it's perfectly acceptable for Christians to judge. Where this idea came from that Christians can't make judgments, especially value judgments, we make them all the time. Otherwise, how would you even know who was walking down the wrong path, who needed salvation, who did? How would you know any of these things if you couldn't make value judgments? You couldn't.
Righteous judgment has to do with coming out of love from your heart. In no way, shape, or form does whatever you have to say to me from the day.
Coming from love in your heart. Oh, so fluffy, right? So fluffy. What does that mean? Kindness and love. What does that mean, folks? Just to lie to you? Just being okay with your attitude? Listen, you can do whatever the hell you want. Doesn't mean I have to just accept it. Because I'm not saying that, because I'm not pointing at you, doesn't mean I have to accept you. So they want to make the bad decisions in life, but they want us to accept those bad decisions that they're making in the first place. Nah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
I was dressed in a Spider-Man costume to right now have any love in your heart. You're just condemning.
You know my heart? You know my heart
I
now?
don't. I really
Yeah,
don't.
well then why would you make the accusation condemnation? All I did was repeat back to you what you said to me.
I
and at
never
the time
once
we
said
had
I
this
was demonic.
conversation, You were lying about everything, and all I'm doing is trying to get clarity.
Lying
Now
about
you
being a
make the claim, I
character
know
on
what's in your
social
heart,
media.
Andrew.
You're
I know what's
offended
in
that
your
I
heart.
literally spoke the truth
That's cope.
about, like, you really think that
Coping.
social media is real? Like, please tell me that's not
what
true.
do you mean? Listen.
Because I said that I
all
was
you're
lying
doing-
about what
all
I
you're
put
doing
on
is making
social
pivots. You
media.
just pivot. Why are you pivoting?
Pivoting off of
Right?
what? This is a
Yeah,
big part
so-
of the topic.
So listen, all we were discussing right now was that when we had a previous conversation on the Whatever podcast, by your own admission, everything you said to me potentially was a lie.
About
Perhaps
what?
not everything you said. Stop, Nala. Just let me finish, and then I'll let you talk. Okay? Perhaps not everything you said to me was a lie. Perhaps not everything.
Nah, she doesn't like Andrew because she's not putting her in a pedestal. That's what's going on. You don't back down. When a female like this, folks, when a female like this is trying to put you down like this, you don't back down. You don't back down. Why you don't back down? Because what she's trying to do is, and this is weird, right? Because in the real world, if a guy was doing this to another guy, there will be serious consequences. There will be physical, right? It will end up physical. She's trying to disrespect him. It's not about the truth. It's not about. She's trying to use that shame and insult and guilt kind of language to just get into him. It's not working. You see, Andrew's not reacting. Andrew just keeps going forward. If he reacts, you lose.
Thing you said to me was a lie, but by your own admission, if you're playing a character and I shouldn't trust anything you say, then I assume everything you told me was a lie until I get it clarified otherwise. All I've been doing is just asking you clarification questions. You have been spurging out and upset because you feel like it's condemnation. I haven't condemned you for anything. We've just barely even started having a
Well,
conversation.
That's so wrong.
Satanist.
You literally called me a Satanist.
There you go, the
Like,
chain.
I'm a
There you go, the
prostitute.
chain.
In no way, shape, or form was I a I mean, okay, so I understand
You were a
that showing
prostitute, yes, you
showing
were.
your body
That's
online
right.
is like selling yourself. Understood.
You were
But in no
sucking
way,
men's
shape, or
penises
form.
online. What are you talking about?
Did I not just admit that? Like,
Yeah,
what do you
that's
have a problem with?
prostitution. By any metric, that's prostitution. What are you talking about?
Okay, but
That's
by
prostitution.
standards, prostituting is literally standing on the road, getting cars
Nah,
and having sex
oh
with.
my God.
What is a prostitute?
Is it not a
then, Nala?
prostitute?
No.
Where are you, bro?
Wow.
In your
You
mind?
see, we're like all of them are agreeing with her. We all know that prostitution is basically you selling yourself for sex, right? Any type of sex. You see how all of them are trying to defend her. I think the little Christian girl here and this one, they're not. Let's just go back a little bit and see the reaction.
No.
See, she's saying no, so she is defending her too. But this one over here, on the left, isn't it interesting that the one on the left, the Christian, she probably agrees with Andrew. She's not saying, yeah, Andrew's right. How you guys notice that? You know why? They are afraid of each other. She's afraid of the consequences. That's my opinion, right? She's afraid of the consequences. It's a strong sisterhood. It's a strong sisterhood. That if she decides to just go against them, it's gonna be rough. That's why she's not saying anything. She's saying, you know what? This is not my battle. I'm just staying away. I'm just staying away.
Where are you, bro? In your mind?
That's called hooking because you're trying to hook somebody to be a John.
No shot, bro. Say that.
Yeah, what is a prostitute now?
A prostitute is someone who goes and stands on the side of the road, gets into somebody's car, and has for
Boy,
money.
that's not-
It is called
Okay.
a prostitute.
Sex buddy, the buddies at the Dunny Ranch, they're not prostitutes.
Can you
That's a
Google it,
prostitute.
Andrew? Can you Google it? I don't have my
As long
phone.
as they go to a hotel room and there's a camera, it's no longer prostitution.
It's any job
that's
that
not
sells
true.
sex. That's a
Okay.
prostitute.
For
So then
money.
what is the criteria of prostitution?
I'm not saying that I wasn't prostituting myself at all, but like you're defining it in a manner where I'm literally going.
Oh, now she's not saying. Listen, I'm not saying that I was not. See how they do that? And you know, crazy. They do this in politics as well. They say this about the immigrants and all that stuff that they want in Ohio. That's not true. It's not that we're not saying that it's not happening. Okay, it's happening. Okay, and then it's happening. So what? It's just that cycle, right? That cycle. That's what she's doing, but in very very micro tendencies. I just spotted that. It was interesting.
to people's houses, grabbing money from them and having sex with them. But yes, what I was doing was very simple. And yes, in a manner,
No, it was
prostituting myself.
It was literally prostitution.
But in no way, shape, or form was I'm like, oh, I'm a demonic person and I like take pride in that. Like, where did you get that from?
Okay, that's not what I said. I said what you were doing was satanic.
How is
Wait,
it satanic?
To engage in prostitution?
Wait, hold on.
Oh man, Brian, I don't know why you do that.
Shooting myself.
Yeah, it's satanic, and you still haven't changed because you see, you literally just showing. This lady is crazy, man. I don't know, bro. I'm telling you. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you in the next one.